Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Sentouin Hakenshimasu. And last episode we had Grimm using some fancy technology to project a hologram to try to trick Alice, whatever her name is, Alice, into thinking that magic is real, right? But Alice is a smart cookie, she was not fooled, and it was all pretty entertaining. So, let's get into this episode and see what happens. 3, 2, 1, play. Bum 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 bum. Sky. Those. Okay, now I remember what that thing was. Okay. At first I thought it was solar panels. Then I remembered that. Then I remembered that. I mean, the poses were really made that as. I don't know if that makes it better. I just. I. No loopholes here. It is kind of all your fault, man. Yes, you would. I wouldn't put it past him. She wanted you to join the Chinchin Matsuri. Waterstones. Gotta get those Vaporeons up. Understandable. Well, that's why she's here. Or you could say it yourself. She really wants to avoid that. Ignored. No, damn. Are you sure you're not conniving or whatever the word he used? One of my favorite tags. Okay. That does sound quite exciting. It's so funny how characters that just look so important really don't do much in this show. We roll the dice, they point. That pretty much covers most of their contribution to the show. Maybe she could like record herself saying it on a recorder, then play it when there's a big crowd. I mean, the artifact probably wouldn't account for stuff like that. I never expect the shot of the one demon girl pictures being taken. Corrupt black carded knight. We're going on a road trip. It's like that. I've never ridden in a car before. It's not really a magic item, but... This also kind of reminds me of a Konosuba scene, but... You know, the birds chasing after Darkness's armor. Okay. I thought she was gonna fall on him or something, like a lucky skibet moment. Nope. Down the ground. Okay, that was funny. She has to stay in character. Do you have a bath that my compatriot can use? She got a little bit dirty on the way here. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm not sure that's how you spell quite. I think you have an extra letter there. You'll get a little clingy there. They're just completely in sync over there. Good to see them getting along. It's fine. It's a... Oh no. Oh no. Good thing. Where did that thing go? Also kind of like dress, Snow's dress. Y'all look great. Let's do our best. And this is a little bit out of our element. Her name is Grim. You know, so she can see where she's going using her earthbending. Should you like that chop on the neck that knocks people out? It's almost like that one shot in the opening. Don't tell her how to enjoy her meal. She does not mess around. She is always a problem. Good luck. That's what I'm here for. And go. Yeah, if only you knew what her personality was like. Stately physique. He looks a little bit troubled. Yeah, never underestimate Snow in this regard. They actually are quite beautiful, but don't trust this woman. Also possibly to marry you. How dare you? Just kind of threw subtlety out the window. Yeah, the man's not stupid. Just yelling this out loud for everyone to hear. Okay. I don't think he did anything wrong here. Oh no, not again! Well, that's not too bad. So, no... Nowhere near as bad as what you tried to do to 6. You know, this is more or less what I expected from us coming to this high-class party. High society party. It's one of those things that you get kind of have to remind yourself of. It's like, this is my life now. I mean, who wouldn't? Can we do that? Is that a thing? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, what else could it possibly be used for? Okay, you're new. Hello. Kind of what we're trying to figure out. I just got that heterochromia going on. Who? Oh, okay. Yeah, I do quite like her design. There's nothing new for this show. Well, about that. So yeah, I got your comrade. Man, he lost interest in the other girl real quick. It's never a good thing when she meets up with him. Man, this is escalating. Meat shield. Emphasis on meat. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, I am watching. I've read my fair share, but okay, I know what to expect. Just lots of tickling. We're just racking them up. Always take it as a compliment. Yeah, I mean, he's not really a goody two-shoes kind of protagonist, so... I have heard those lines before in other shows. As she looks away. Both hands, I guess, we're continuing to escalate over here. I mean, that face really just says it all. Okay. I mean, yeah, I get it. I'm also curious why they're here. What's in the basement? Oh, okay. I should have figured that out. That would make sense, kind of. Tomato. It really shouldn't help the enemy of humanity. It's really not a good thing to do. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, you probably want to make an enemy of the rest of the human places. Okay, she has arrived in that outfit. I mean, you were in the wrong in that scenario, so... Okay, it's like a secret weapon. That's an if, though. But the seduction. We'll see. I mean, have you seen that dress? Oh my god, she just has no shame. If this becomes a competition, I mean, this guy's gonna get really lucky really quick. When did he become the protagonist of this show? I mean, that's actually hard to choose between the two of you in that regard. I know, right? We're on the same page. What happened? Why does he get it? Where did we go wrong? When did we get downgraded from protagonist? You don't say. Really can't always trust rumors. Okay. At least she doesn't lack self-awareness. I don't know, she is pretty hot. I seriously, like they're taking all the boxes. That smug look. We gotta teach this guy a lesson. It's kind of like what they did with Toya and Konosuba. Oh, you know it. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Let's do something stupid. I'm just not sure exactly what he's gonna do. I just want these two to kiss. That'd just be great. You are exposing a decent amount. A party trick? Does it involve your zipper? Is he gonna stand up and then undo the zipper? Is he gonna just like pee on this guy's head? He wouldn't do that, would? I don't think that's okay to do as an ambassador. I think that's frowned upon. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I didn't think he would. I did not think he was gonna go that far. Things did not go well. You could call that a failure. Yeah, talk about really like an overachiever. Well, I mean, things weren't going well before that. Is that true? Like, I don't think I've seen that in anime, but until now. Ouch. Snow, just always one step forward, one step back. But they're in the wrong. Another one consorting with demons. We have the high ground. She got really close there. Water nut. Water nut. Is that really what it's called? So we just gotta get the nut, then bust it and get the water out. Yeah, I guess it's a big deal too. I was more focused on the fact that it was called a water nut, but you know, I should expect nothing less than going on a mission to grab nuts in this show. Yes? Be prepared to be cursed. Exactly, we actually are going to bring that back up, okay. Yeah, I'm really curious what exactly that hit. So glad we're bringing this up. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. How did I not put that together? I really should have figured that out. I am so disappointed in myself. It's always nice seeing them get along. Yeah, it went well. Probably because he doesn't want to include too many details about the party. Why can't we get more sort of screen time of what they're doing? Carnivorous. Didn't quite get to read that. Oh, this is nice. Now your turn to do her. Does it? Sounds like a plan. I probably won't get to see much of it though. Okay. Okay. That was the 8th episode of Sentouin Hakenshimasu. And yeah, we once again brought up the artifact, the fancy water artifact that our protagonist kind of took it upon himself to change the password for, which has caused our princess quite a bit of trouble because for some odd reason she doesn't really want to yell Ochin Chin Matsuri in front of a big crowd of people like she seems to want to. She's like trying to avoid that like the plague, right? So she tried to find loopholes, like maybe I could say it in private, but didn't quite work. So yeah, we had to focus on something else in the episode though. Like water stones, right? I think we want some of those, right? Those would be cool to have, you know, because the water's important. So essentially went on an ambassador meeting this episode. He brought Snow along, right? Snow apparently was like one of the important members of this group because we had our kind of conniving princess trying to take advantage of the lecherous Angle, his name was something like that. Anyway, he has a reputation of being a lecher, and they were trying to utilize that to tempt him and whatnot, get something going, get a big incident going. But that didn't quite work. And we didn't know exactly what the problem was until the end of the episode. I mean, if you were a smarter person than me, you probably figured it out the way before they actually said it. But eventually, they told us. But yeah, the reason was that spell that Grim cast had to go somewhere, and it went to like one of the worst places. So she just kind of ruined that man's life. That's kind of messed up. That's more than a little bit messed up. But at least it didn't hit the protagonist. That's what matters. But it did lead to like several layers of comedy, right? Because the protagonist, like nature, that guy became. Hopefully I can find his name somewhere. I want to make sure we'll get his name right because he's relevant to the episode. So where does he show up? Yeah, Engel, right? Yeah. Well. Yeah, Engedu. Yeah, Engel. It's not really a name I'm used to pronouncing, so it feels wrong no matter how I pronounce it. But Engel, I'll call him Engel. Okay, so yeah, Engel shows up, and he was like the crutch of the plan, right? We got Snow over here trying to seduce him with her amazingly attractive body, which is like her only positive trait, because as we've established, as the princess straight up said, she has an absolutely terrible personality. And she's aware of this. I am glad she has that level of self-awareness. That's very important. So she goes out there trying to seduce him, and it does not work, and we're all surprised that it doesn't work because of what we've heard about him as a person, right? But yeah, I mean, one level of comedy that of this is, well, it all kind of comes across as him being like a typical harem protagonist kind of character, right? One that has all these beautiful, amazing girls kind of attracted to him, and he's just kind of like nonchalant about it, like not really, doesn't really feel much desire to go in any particular direction of this harem. He like tries to like brush off their advances and stuff like that, almost as if he's asexual, like he just has no attraction to girls, right? These kind of characters that you often see in harem anime are kind of like that, right? Because I remember being like a teenager when I first discovered harem anime, and I would look at the protagonist, and he would get into these situations. I'd be sitting here like, why would you respond that way? This is how I would respond. Why would you not do it that way? Do you not like girls? What's the problem here? Like, I remember that initial kind of adjustment period I had to those kind of characters, right? So it's really funny that this man literally, he's literally like has nothing going on there. So when they come onto him, he feels nothing. There's just no desire at all there, right? And that's what makes him exactly like that kind of protagonist, and that's just really funny to me. It's not that's funny when you explain it, but I just once we got that extra level of comedy to it, once we got the reveal, the whole thing became a lot funnier to me. So, but also, yeah, we had a big plot twist, right? Because they're apparently conspiring with the demons, which is not good. Because we're here trying to make some connections with these people, and then we go down there and find out that they're working with the demons. And he justifies this by, well, we're helping them out, so they'll deal with the Sand King thingy, and then they won't have to attack us anymore, and it'll all just kind of work out. Obviously, a bit of a naive plan for sure. So it's not great. And then once we got this all out in the air, it essentially became like a 1v1 competition between Hana, is her name, something like that, and Snow, right? Both trying to seduce this ruler over here, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty great. I mean, they're two of the more attractive characters in the show, so just imagine having those two compete over you would be an amazing privilege that he is not getting any excitement over whatsoever because of circumstances, and it sucks to be him. Before we even got that, we got some pretty good stuff in the basement. Because, every time she meets up with him, it never goes well. She gets grabbed, pinned down, handcuffed, tickled. It just uses a meat shield. It was horrible. It sucks to be her. And, just the protagonist always acting kind of like just as demonic as you would expect demons to. It's always pretty funny. And that's kind of a big part of the comedy of the show. How villainous he acts despite supposedly being the protagonist. It's always a good source of comedy. For sure. So we had that. And then a new character, blue-haired girl. She was cute. I liked her. Wouldn't mind seeing more of her. But yeah, you know, it was a pretty intense situation, having these two girls, one on our side, one on the demon side, kind of fighting for the cooperation of this ruler, right? And you would expect the protagonist to kind of step in there and try to help in some way, right? That's usually what a protagonist would do. And he even said, like, he went into it straight up admitting what he was about to do was stupid. He did it anyway. I'm sitting here kind of wondering what he was going to do. I kind of thought it would be just a simple zipper trick like he did before, right? You know, that's kind of what I was expecting. Once he, like, stood above him, I was trying to think, okay, is he just going to, like, pee on this man's head? Like, even after I thought that and said that, I still didn't really think that would happen. It was like a 20% chance, like, maybe if the show decides to be crazy, it might do something like that. He did not do that. In fact, he just kind of plopped Mini 6 on his head in front of everyone. Our ambassador over here. That is how we decided to make a good impression. I wish I knew kind of like what goes on in this man's head. How does you come up with that as a possible solution to the problem, right? I mean, I know it took the attention away from the current issue, but at what cost? Like, ambassador comes back with a declaration of war. That's pretty much like the worst result you could possibly expect from any kind of ambassador, right? Like, if you grade it like A being a complete success, we got what we wanted, and F to be, it could not possibly be any worse. It was an F, right? You literally could not have gotten a worse result. So now we gotta deal with that next episode, and that'll be fun. But also, Grimm was doing her own thing. She was trying to get a husband. Nothing surprising there. Didn't go well. And Rosa, whatever her name was, she was eating food. That's kind of what I expected from her. So she did a good job on that front. She's probably the one that did the least damage of any member of our group, honestly. Except for maybe Alice. I don't think Alice did anything wrong. So yeah, good episode, fun episode, crazy episode. The show is still very much ridiculous. It still very much has parallels like Konosuba, which is to be expected. That's not a complaint or anything. It's just always fun to see, kind of fun to look for them, for me at least. So, because like I said, you know, Konosuba had Toya, who was supposed to be like a more typical anime protagonist, like this super overpowered guy, not much of a personality, but has these beautiful girls fighting over him, a big old, well-known, regarded hero, right? This guy's a different type of protagonist, but still a type of protagonist nonetheless. So I got a kick out of that. So that's all I really got to say on the episode. I really don't think I said much of value in this discussion, but I mean, what else is new? So gonna end it off here. Time to wait for the next episode. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.